Hey everyone, it is Sandy from Two Fat Birds Creative, and today I am testing out BondCraftor's new casting compound. Their casting powder, ultra white, bubble free, smooth and fine, fast curing. And what I'm going to make for this is this little love mold. I just got it today, so I've been wanting to try that one. And so this, like some others, is a 10:3 ratio by weight. So it is 10 of powder to 3 of water, whatever you're doing with weight measurements. And I am going to do grams. So we're going to tar to 0 here for grams. And we're going to use pretty small. I think I'll just go ahead and use 100. And since I didn't already make something with this, I can tell you it is nice and smooth when it's dry. And when you put the wax on it, it comes out really nice. The colors just really pop. I haven't broken it so far, so, you know, that's always a plus. All right. There is 100 of that. And then to that, we're just going to do 30 grams of water. Well, we're a little over 100, but that's all right. Ooh, that was a nice stop there. And now we're just going to mix that up. Get my little stick. And when I made it yesterday, I had found that it was really less clumping as I stirred it than some of the others I have used before. I don't know if it's just because of what I was doing yesterday or what, but yesterday's colors, I had used the Homeware Design Co. Vivid Orange. I used the yellow that came with the kit, which also came with gloves, stirring sticks, measuring cups, and yellow, green, and blue pigments. And I think for the love, I actually want to do... We're gonna do the ocean. Give that a shake. Give it a few drops in there. And then I'm going to mix it with the Autumn Berry from Homeware, both from Homeware Design Co. Let's just give it a swirl here. I don't want too much of a gross mess. Hopefully that won't look too bad. And then we're just going to pour it in. All right. Whoa. Getting a little heavy-handed with the pouring there. Give that a little shake up there. We'll do a little birdie here. A little squeeze there, a little squeeze there. So that's a little frill birdie there. And I'll find something else to pour the rest of this in. I'll just do this little paw print here. All right, and now we'll just wait and see. Wait for that to cure up and see what we get. Just trying to get the last little dregs out of this container here, and then I will take this and put a little water in here, and then I usually take a paper towel. I saw this on someone else's YouTube channel, and I cannot for the life of me remember whose channel it was that I saw this on. So I'll just pour a little water in here, and I'll take a paper towel Squish it. Take this guy out here first. Squish it down here. Wear your gloves so you don't get pigment all over your hands. And just kind of go around here, and then after this, I will go ahead and take a baby wipe and get the rest of it out of here. Okay, there we go. See, wear your gloves, then that doesn't happen. These are pretty pigmented. So yeah, babysit and shake this a little bit more. Hope that we don't get any bubbles. And yeah, we'll be back upon demold. While this is still curing up here, this stuff cures up fast, much faster. Like I usually use Resincrete. This stuff cures up so much faster. So it's probably, I mean, I've never used Aquacast Turbo, but I would say it's probably like that in how fast this stuff sets up. It is crazy. So when you mix it, you better be ready to pour. Cause look, already it's maybe been 5 minutes, if that. So yeah, tiny bit wet. That's all that dripped off my finger when I did that. So yeah, so just be ready. Words to the wise. So I was just giving a little read through the instructions here. It does say to mix for 2 minutes. Yeah, mix evenly for 2 minutes. And it says pour, and you have 3 to 5 minutes of work time after mixing. Pour the mixed gypsum liquid into the silicone mold quickly. Be careful to avoid leaving air holes. Gently vibrate the mold to dislodge them. Wait 30 minutes to demold. 2 hours can be completely cured. Oh wow, completely cured in 2 hours. For daily use, it can be placed in a ventilated... What? Let's read that again. After 30 minutes to demold, 2 hours can be completely cured. The accessory sandpaper can be used to sand the uneven edges. For daily use, it can be placed in a ventilated place for 2 days. You can use paintbrush to color the finished product. If necessary, seal a layer of protective paint on the surface to increase gloss and durability. So I think that means it's fully cured and hard in 2 days, but fully dried out in 2 days. Yeah. This is, I guess, considered a plaster powder. So there we go. It's a gypsum powder. Gypsum handmade powder material. So yeah, there we go. Pays to read your instructions. Alright guys, you can see I changed my mat. That gray thing, it does not come clean at all. Now this black is going to be a lot harder to just kind of generally keep clean, but at least I can get resin off of it. That other one I just could not. So first, we will start off with this little paw print. And I didn't fill it all the way up, so I knew... Yeah, it just kind of blended all together, which is what I thought it would do. That's fine. I'm actually going to wait just a little bit more. Still a little tacky. We'll be back in a second. All right, let's give this one a go. Damn it. I should have waited. I just disconnected the A from the E. Let's go this way. So I can try not to disconnect any other pieces of the letters. Which I did anyways. Guess I should have waited to demold even longer. Yep. That or I was just pressing way too hard on it. Either or both. So that is how it should be. And just do a little glue and get those glued back together. This is just a test piece anyways, just to see this mold and see how, show you guys how fast that stuff works. But we'll get some wax on this, cure it up. After it's cured up for a few more hours here, I'll leave the back of them unwaxed so moisture can still escape. I'm going to transfer them over to a baking rack and let them hang out there for a little while. I'll try to get this little birdie. I'm going to try to get his tail first, hopefully without breaking it. There's a little birdie. Again, once I get this waxed up, that's when these colors should really, really pop and look a lot better than right now. Yes, they did muddy the red and that blue. I should have poured them separately. That was my fault. And my fault demolding this, that I cracked those E's. But yeah, stay tuned for just a second. And tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and get them all waxed up and glued back together. And we can see how they look then. All right, see you in a little while. Hey everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and use this Clark Stone and Concrete wax to do our little love piece over here. Just wax it up, seal it. I'm still going to leave the back alone, just so we can make sure that it's still getting the rest of the moisture out. I did use some Gorilla Glue to cure that up, but look how all of a sudden those colors just pop. As I said, I did use Gorilla Glue to kind of get these guys reconnected. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that again. And then we'll take a little cloth and we'll just buff that off. It's super important if you have a piece that you are going to have near water, like a soap dish or something, that you definitely seal that puppet up. And you should reseal it like every 6 months at least. And there we go. Hey everybody, it is Sandy 2 from Two Fat Birds Creative again here with you. I am doing another BondCraftor casting powder video just because I got it and I want to play with it. I didn't like the one I made last time because it was a little muddled in the colors, so we're going to do another one. I'm going to mix up just 100 grams of this because this mold right here does not really take that much. There we go. 101. I'm not gonna get too worked up over 1 extra gram. And now we will do 30 parts of the water. There we go. 31 grams. Good with that. And now it's time to stir for 2 minutes. All right, I have found that this actually is a lot smoother than some of the other compounds I've worked with. And I really haven't seen any clumps yet. As I was saying, they won't turn out as bright upon curing because this is ultra white. It's been a few hours now. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Other than my dog's hair all over me because he was just laying on me. This little guy. And so that is how he has turned out. Turn the light over here too. So that's him. And again, they'll look very different when I get the wax put on them tomorrow. Okay. And here is this guy. Now, I already broke one of these already, trying to demold it. So I'm not sure easiest way to go about this. Just try and do it this way. Oh, there we go. I didn't break it. Yay! This sit overnight and we'll get it all shined up with the wax tomorrow. I think it's going to look really pretty. An easy way to get rid of that. Yep, there we go. Yeah, all right. We'll let this cure a little bit more overnight. And then we'll come back tomorrow and glaze it or wax it and see what we get. All right, be back soon. Hey everyone, I must apologize because my phone decided it was too full, even though I've been deleting other recordings and images, but it didn't want to record the whole process of me pouring this. But what I did was I just kind of poured each individual color after I waited for it to thicken up a little bit. So I poured each individual color in just spots around and kept doing that until the mold was full. So I apologize that my camera decided thinking it was too full. What I did last night is I took a little bit of my, what is it here? Deco Art Duraclear Galaxy varnish. It's just a varnish that has sparkle in it. And I wanted to see what that would do as compared to using a wax finish on these, because I know that wax finish definitely brightens it up. So here's the side that is varnished, as is the top, compared to here that is not. So you can see it did darken it up a little bit there. I have not done this yet. I was still deciding whether I wanted to do the varnish or if I wanted to do the wax. I think I'm just going to go with the wax, and because this isn't going to be near water or anything, or it shouldn't be, so we can just do a wax coat. I have left this overnight to kind of dry out. So you can see that yellow is getting a bit darker. I did lose some of my orange there, and that red just gets darker with that as well. And we'll get the edges over here. We'll clean up some of these edges too. The kit did come with a waterproof sanding paper as well. See how dark that got after I did that? Oh, now you can really see the orange pop out. There we go. That's good. And see how pink that is. And now you see it just darken up with that wax. And we'll probably do a few coats of this, maybe 3. And once you've got that wax on, you didn't want to buff it off. A little dark bits still left from the last time I had used it, even though I cleaned it out. And I'll go ahead and sand that back part down too a little later. I'm gonna leave it unwaxed so that it gets the opportunity to finish curing. Or releasing its moisture, I should say. So we'll do this another time. Get that wax rubbed in there and then go back and buff it off. There we go. And there's our little love. I like the way this one turned out a lot better than the other. That was the other. I like this side. This just got way too muddied. I think I just used way too much, what do you call it? Pigment. And then this is the one that you can see my E broke there, and it broke there, and then this disconnected. So this one was a little beastie. Definitely like this one a lot better how it turned out. Let me know what you think of this. My feelings on the gypsum casting powder from BondCraftor. I like it. It's a smooth finish. It's super white. It takes the pigment really well. My only concern is how short of a work time you have with it. It starts curing up so fast. So fast is what you're looking for. It's fantastic. It doesn't clump, and it's the only one I've found so far that has not clumped as I stirred it. Once I stirred it all in, there were no clumps whatever, so that was awesome as well. I hope you liked this. I hope you learned a little bit more about BondCraftor and their new casting compound. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate you greatly. If you haven't subscribed, think about it. It is free for you. I've got a QR code that's going to pop up on the screen here. Just aim your camera phone at it, and it will walk you through the process of subscribing, or boop the subscribe button on your phone, tablet, TV, however you are watching this. That would greatly help out my channel. Also, if you like my content, please boop the like button as well. That helps tremendously. And just watching my videos. If you wish to support me further, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee or an Amazon wish list in my description below. If you wish to do that and are so enabled, by no means do you have to. But everything that is donated through there goes right back into the channel making these makes. So thank you all again, and stay tuned for the beauty shots. Bye.